For the first time since 2019, the New York Jets have won a divisional game. Hey, what is going on? I am Matt O'Leary, back with another video. Today I'm talking about the New York Jets 40-17 win over the Miami Dolphins. What is going on? Matt O'Leary. You can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast. New episodes drop every single Wednesday. Call in with your reaction to the game and we will get to it on the show. The New York Jets are over 500 in October. This is allowed. We are having fun. Things are good. The Jets laid a whooping on the Miami Dolphins. We're going to run through it. And if you didn't see the pregame live stream, my voice is shot. I've been to the Met game the last 2 nights. So the Jets did their job today. I need my Metsies to please do their job today for me to have the most epic day. But first, we're going to run through this game. So the Jets start with the ball. And you know what? They come out throwing the ball for the first time a little bit. Usually they like to try to run the ball a lot, but this was a very heavy, out of the gate at least, it would then switch a little bit. The Jets were throwing. Wilson finds Garrett Wilson for the first down. You had a Michael Carter, a little bit of a catch and run, but then the Jets would punt after the ball was tipped from Zach on a throw from Zach Wilson on 3rd down. Now, so the Jets punt, and it was a great, got to give credit. Brain Man has been great ever since being called out. He has been very, very, very good. So first play of the game, Teddy Bridgewater drops back. He's in the end zone. Sauce gets sent in on a blitz, pops him, untouched, hits, safety. It was ruled a safety, intentional grounding in the end zone. Then you get, after that, so the Jets go up 2-zip. Then you get a huge Braxton Berrios return. After that, puts the Jets in good field position. Sorry, a little amped up, going a little nuts here. But the Jets offense would kind of stall out. They didn't do that much, so they would punt back. Bridgewater doesn't return. In comes Skylar Thompson. Now, on this possession, you would get Sauce Gardner's first career penalty, which would come a little bit before his first pick. Spoiler alert, but there were 3 kind of ticky-tack calls. One against Sauce Gardner, one against DJ Reed, and then the last one against Michael Carter II. And Tyreek Hill was drawing most of these. A little frustrating. Thankfully, it didn't come back to bite the Jets, but like I said, Sauce's first penalty. Carl Lawson, what a game. This is why you signed Carl Lawson. Defensive line was great. I thought Lawson, Quinnen, and JFM were all fantastic today. He was held by Armstead. So they call holding. Armstead would get hurt and not return, and the Dolphins would punt. The Jets get the ball in pretty good field position. They would not be able to score a touchdown, though. Their drive would advance, though, based on back-to-back face mask calls. So the Jets settle for 3, and they go up 5-zip on the Miami Dolphins. Miami gets the ball, not much going. Jets defense hangs strong. Miami punts it back. This is where you get the big play. Breece Hall on a 79-yard catch and run down to the 1. Oh, it would have been nice to get him in the end zone. Instead, it's Michael Carter from 1 yard out. Jets are up 12-0. Things are looking good. And then this is where you get the Reed defensive pass interference. Again, this one was extremely ticky-tacky. I think this was the worst of the 3 personally, but I digress. Mostert rushes it in from 12, and you have a 12-7 game at this point. I thought Mostert was very, very good today. For some reason, he kills the Jets. He went up over 100 yards. He was very good. The Jets offense stalls on the next possession, so they punt it back. And this is where you get Sauce Gardner's first career interception. Hell of a play on him. Absolutely love it. Sauce balled out. Sauce and Breece Hall, the rookies. How about the 2021 and 2022 draft class? Have a day, gentlemen. Although Jermaine Johnson did leave with an injury, so something to keep an eye on because he's been good through the first 4+ games of this year. Hall was running wild on this drive. He was running the ball extremely well. I don't know why he doesn't get the ball more. Feed number 20, please. And then Zach would run it in for a touchdown. How about that on the quarterback keeper? He dives in, and the Jets are up 19-7. Things are looking good. Miami, though, gets the ball back, and this is where they really start to run the ball down the field. I think they did a really good job of running the ball against this Jets defense. There was a play where there was, it looked like a holding penalty on Michael Carter, was not called. And then there's a really nice play by Hill to save what looked like a DJ Reed sure interception. He somehow pulls it out. Mostert would run it to the 1 yard line. Again, Mostert was very, very good today. And then Smith runs it in on a direct snap. Well, it wasn't really a direct snap. He came in motion, then lined up under center, and then went in. 19-14 at the half. Game really should not have been that close. Yes, the Jets were up 5 at the half, but it wasn't, yay, okay, the Jets are up 5. It was, they shouldn't even be in this game. But up 5 at the half nonetheless. Dolphins get the ball to start, and Mostert, again, man, he's just running down the field, and the Jets defense really was struggling at a point in this game. Second and third quarter wasn't really a great look for this defense. Dolphins take advantage of what I think is a gassed interior defensive line. Dolphins, though, settle for 3, so it's bend but don't break, 19-17. Then Garrett Wilson draws up defensive pass interference. Drive is going down a little bit, and the Jets decide to go for it on 4th and 1 in plus territory. Right decision to go for it. I hate the play call, though. They ran like a kind of like a fade to Corey Davis. Now, was pass interference should have been called? Probably, yeah. I thought it was a bad no call, but I don't know why that was the specific play call. A low percentage play on 4th and 1. I don't know if that was the first read, obviously, or if that was the design play, but I think you could draw up something better than that. So MLF gets a little critique from me there. Next possession for the Miami Dolphins, it is JFM and Quinnen Williams teaming up on the sack. The Jets are going to get the ball back. Just JFM and Q, man, they were, again, excellent today. They were really, really good. Things you just love to see. Then you have Wilson, who hit Smith on 3rd down. He extends the drive. Unfortunately, then after that, you would see a big sack. Zach Wilson would take a sack for a loss of 17. And it looked bad, but I'm going to blame the the offensive line on that one. It was like a play action, and right after he tried to hand the ball over to Michael Carter, there was pressure. He tried to escape. 17-yard loss looks bad. Obviously, you don't love that, but I'm really not going to put that one on Zach, who I thought was really good today. He was very solid. So, big sack. Jets end up punting the ball back. Again, the Dolphins kind of hanging around in this game. They really have no business being in it. And this is where the Michael Carter defensive pass interference comes in. Another ticky-tacky one. Don't love it. Dolphins attempt a long field goal, 54 yards. No good. And this was the turning point of the game. You had a clutch 3rd down and conversion to Wilson. Breece Hall brings it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And then Michael Carter runs it in again. And then the Jets are up 26-17. Feeling good. Dolphins next possession. This is when the wheels begin to fall off. Delay a game. Then Carl Lawson comes in with the strip sack. Once again, that is why you pay Carl Lawson the big bucks. By far his best game as a New York Jet. Breece Hall finally runs it in. His first touchdown of the day, even though he was phenomenal before that. And the Jets are up 33-17. A 30 spot. Hold on, they're not done just yet. Quan Alexander on the next possession for the Miami Dolphins comes up huge, forcing a turnover on downs. Hell of a play in the backfield. He is their best linebacker. I don't know why some people still believe that Quincy Williams is better than Quan Alexander. It is preposterous. Quan Alexander is the most athletic and the best linebacker on this team right now. He was fantastic again today. The Jets run an end around with Braxton Berrios. He gets it into the end zone, 40-17. The Jets drop a 40 spot on a divisional opponent and the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it. 40-17 final. The Jets are 3-2 after 5 weeks of the season. They head to Green Bay to take on the reeling Green Bay Packers, who lost to the New York Giants in London today. Last week, they let the New England Patriots and Bailey Zappi hang around for too long. I mean, you have to really like what the Jets did today. They held the Miami Dolphins to just 17 points on offense, created turnovers, offense scored points. Zach did not throw the ball very much, but 14 of 21. That's a 66.7 completion percentage, 210 yards, and 99.3 rating. No passing touchdowns. He ran one in. No interceptions. Yards per attempt was relatively high. I want to see what it was. 10 yards per attempt. 210 yards on 21 attempts. Hello, not a math guy. Good day for Zach Wilson. Breece Hall, 97 yards on the ground, a rushing touchdown, and 100 even receiving yards. Michael Carter, 2 rushing touchdowns. Jets ran the ball really, really well today. Zach Wilson kind of managed the game, but I thought he was good. He looked clean in the pocket, making good decisions. They didn't ask him to do a lot. Obviously, he only threw the ball 21 times, but 10 yards per attempt. He went over 200 yards on just 21 passing attempts. Sign up for that every day of the week. You know how hard that was for him to get over 200 yards last year? It was impossible for him to do that. Much cleaner game. And from start to finish, a better game than last week. Obviously, the heroics in the fourth quarter was really nice from Zach Wilson. But just from start to finish, I thought he looked steady. And again, they didn't really throw the ball a whole lot, so he doesn't get any passing touchdowns, but it is what it is. So the New York Jets win 40-17. I am absolutely amped up. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.